Welcome back to another episode of Everyday Integrity. I'm your host, Dawn Vitale.
And I'm Margie Bowling. Let's get started.
Hello. Today we're talking about what lights me up. So, Margie, what are you passionate about and what do want to do more of? That's the question for today. And
I oh.
do it.
You
Do
want me to
it.
answer? Okay.
Yeah, do it.
Well, we were talking about this, and it's very similar, like travel. But what do I get out of travel? Like, I think that travel gives me opportunities to see how other parts of the world live and to take on their own storytelling, their own spirituality, their own culture, their own beliefs. And for me to, I think I'm in love with humanity. I think regardless where everything is at or where anybody listens is at in the world, you might be disappointed in humanity. And I encourage you to like really look at humanity. And I've gotten that from traveling to many places in the world. And we've done some hard trips, Dawn, sometimes. When I say hard, it's not like you just, like Dan and I like to go to Mexico. It's like we just get on a plane, we fly down to Mexico, we get picked up, and then boom, we're like, let's go to the beach, let's eat dinner, let's order room service, let's go swim. It's, that where I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you got to get to the bottom of that mountain, literally, or to the top of that mountain, literally. You got to check under your bed for big spiders, kind of thing, or be challenged in some of the infrastructures. Because when I come back to this world, when I come down from that mountain, my life is never going to be the same. I can't live with something ordinary. And so I like to create. I like decor. I like aesthetics. Since I've been off work for a little over a month now, I've been doing all kinds of things around my house, a lot. I'm always finding something more to do, and it's all about like it's a lot of decoring and a lot of color and a lot of function. So I like to be in that. What keeps me out of doing those things? Um, huh.
Vacuuming.
Right, right. So,
Yeah.
yes, that I can be in avoidance of some of those things and just keep vacuuming. I
Mm,
get sucked into shampooing and vacuuming, um, and being like, okay, that's enough for today. Like I did a
yeah.
little bit yesterday because in the basement I had to move things around. I'm getting ready to paint down there. So yeah, that gets in my way, like my focus sometimes, or I'm neglecting certain things where, all right, I got to pace myself. You don't get to do this until you do this.
Yeah.
And this week I'm committed to doing more of connecting with people outside of the house. And part of that is in my job search and doing some networking and calling on some people that have been great colleagues in the past. And so I need to contact people. I've got some people I need to clear some air with that I've let kind of go over and, just again, put myself out there, my light shining out in the world, right?
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
to do that. So I'm committed to I've got some things already on my calendar this week. So I'm going to keep stepping up to that and pulling myself out of the comfortable and putting myself out in January, northern Indiana winter
Oh
weather.
my God. It's really cold there right now, right?
Yeah, and it keeps snowing. Like I just cleared my car off the other day. I had like a foot of snow on it, and I looked out again, like it's got another foot of snow on it. Like, geez. So
Gosh.
it's okay.
No, those are really great talking points, Margie. For me,
Thank you.
and you made me think a lot actually. So, what I'm passionate about, a couple of things I wrote down is travel, food, and actually being a creator and being creative. Like, I have created several like nonprofits in my lifetime that I feel like were really successful. Like, I created, you know, community supported agriculture groups from the logo to the actual organization itself. And it was thriving by the time I handed it off to people. And also the yoga project. But even right now with this podcast and some other ventures we have going, I am passionate about taking ideas that I have and creating the business environment where it could thrive. And I have learned so much from the failures in the past. But within the creative part of it, Margie, I feel like it's not just about creating the thing, it's about creating a platform where I could share my experience, strength, and hope with other people. So, like
Yeah.
this little lady who's on screen right now. Oh my God, it's Samantha. Samantha is like the cutest kitty, mama kitty from India. And like, so,
Yeah. This
right?
cat came to me all the way from India because of my connection to you,
And
right?
travel, right?
And travel and finding out the last 5 6 years I'm a cat person, and here we are. She came and said hi, and then
Yeah. Like that creation though, like the fact that we created the pathway for her to get from India to the United States, like that we can drop fear of like how do we get this cat from India to Indiana? Like how does that happen? And we
you
make
just
the
love challenges.
I do. I love mostly when people say I can't, like it's oh, that's impossible, or why are you doing that? Like when
I
people
mean, you didn't bat an eyelash. You were just like, okay, I got stuff to do, Margie, if I'm bringing her. And thank you so much for doing that because she has been, I've been there for her. Sorry, I know it sounds like we're talking about a human being, and she's been there for me because if you're listening to this and you don't know already, like cats are so therapeutic. They're so intuitive to what you're going through and respond to that. And so she has been a big help for me. So thank you for that challenge, Dawn. You just kind of like brushed it off like it was nothing. And yet, you know, it was, coming here to visit at the time you did bring her, like you just got to find some way to make it not a normal trip, right? You always are like up to the greatest thing.
yeah, like let's take this trip to the next level. We're gonna go through Amsterdam with a cat in
With a
cargo, not
cat.
even in cargo, in cabin. So,
Yeah, yeah. A traumatized cat.
oh,
Um,
what a boo
So I
boo.
want to talk real quick about something when it comes to creativity. What I like to do is and the payoff. So um, I was pushing aside some organization and I came across something from our recent trip to India and I was like, oh my gosh, how'd this get in here? I lost it. And what it was is I don't know where. So this is the fabric that I had a dress made of. It's embroidered silk. I had a swatch of that. Somebody wrote on this piece of paper. I don't know if it was at one of the hotels, and somebody wrote maybe in like Varanasi, inspiration comes from within yourself. It has to be positive. When you're positive, good things happen. And I was like, that's cool. And it's not very artistic, but I wanted to preserve it. This is the Bodhi leaf that our
Yeah,
guide gave us when we were in the Buddhist temple. What is that? The Parnath? What is that?
Sarnath.
Sarnath. Okay,
Yeah,
because you can't just help yourself, but it was offered to us to take and it's one of, like they say, one of the original Bodhi trees that isn't there, like it has like a sister tree and another. So this is what I'm talking about in creativity and travel.
yeah, for
Like
sure.
this is, I gotta clean it up, but this is some big stuff.
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
I yeah.
Yeah, so for me, you mentioned earlier too, like what gets in your way of like doing the things that you love or you're passionate about doing. What comes up for me about like what actually gets in the way is perfection. And I would argue that years ago, perfection was my method of procrastination. I was waiting for
Yeah.
the perfect time. I was waiting for
Yeah.
the right moment. I was waiting for, all the stars to be in alignment. And then, one day I just said, F it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to go open this thing. And I did it. And I
Yeah.
failed, but I learned so much. That failure was my teacher. And now perfection is no longer, uh, it's no longer the obstacle that keeps me from doing the things that I need to do. And I'll have to get this quote, and we'll probably do a podcast on it. But today I listened to something about Krishna, and Krishna says like hard work is not the only pathway to your freedom, right?
Hmm.
It's hard work plus alignment and timing and skill and all these other
Hmm.
features. It's not just hard work that gets you there. Like I was putting in hard work in the past, and I was waiting for perfection of all the things to happen. Like perfection happens in timing and skill and all
Yeah.
the
Hmm.
universe coming to give you that perfect moment. And
I think that's
I'm trying to fix the perfect moment. It's not about me. It's about God sort of like fixing the perfect moment.
yeah, yeah. Like, here's your sign. Oh, no, that's not the sign. Is it really like, if not now, then when? If not you, then who? And if not here, then where?
Yeah.
Like, right now. And I think that's really important. I think I never thought about that till when asked this question about the perfection thing.
Yeah. And
Like, just go do it.
I'll just say one more thing about that is this podcast, like right now, as we're filming this, Margie, like we
Hmm.
get a handful of people that download, a handful of people that are viewers that listen. And it's right now we're developing the skill.
Hmm.
It's not the right timing because if it was, we'd have like all these followers. We're developing a skill. We're
Yeah.
learning about this process. We're having fun.
Hmm.
We're putting some hard work in, but like the timing isn't quite there yet, and it's
Yeah.
okay. We just got to keep moving forward and not give
Just keep
up.
showing up.
Just keep
Yeah.
showing up,
So
and
as far as
things will
like a small
happen.
commitment we make to ourselves is that we do this once, once a week or whatever, and we have a small commitment to it. And sometimes, just like you said, we just show up and do it. And it's constantly evolving, and yet it's still in the same intention we wanted it to be, and we just keep doing it. We just keep doing it. It's just
So
hit the record button.
we encourage all the listeners out there to reclaim that something that you've quietly abandoned and just start doing it again. Like if you're not doing it or if there's something in the way of doing it, like just do it. Travel, go eat the food, go create the thing you want to create. Don't
Yeah.
worry about the perfection, don't worry about the noise or whatever it is that's getting in your way. Just do it anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we hope you got something out of this today. Have a namaste.
Bye.